Amy
Hello.
Gardner here, 3-star director at Champion.
And Jessica Gordon, director here with Champion, and we're excited that you're here with us tonight.
Yes, today is March 8th, and we are talking about host coaching because without coaching your host or your hostess, your parties aren't going to do well. Your parties will do a whole lot better if you coach your host. All right. So, and you always want to make sure that um, host coaching is a little bit different, but than you would do for Facebook party as it is for in-home party, but it's also similar to that. So for those of you that are used to doing those in-home parties, um, this is somewhat similar. All right. And we're going to give you lots of tips tonight. And we're going to share with you some things like that we have done for in-home that we do now for our Facebook. And you definitely got to make sure that your your hostess is um, in the right mindset, right? Like you want to make sure that and yourself too. So when you're going into your first party and you date your party, right, with your hostess. Now, no one of the first thing I do, if I not already, is I friend the hostess. Okay. So you want to send her out a friend request, especially if you dated a party with her from someone else's party. So you want to make sure that you guys are friends on Facebook. And then you are going to go into her party and you're going to before it even begins, you're going to start by telling her uh, and that she or not telling her, but well, yeah, telling her that you guys are doing this together. This is a team thing that you as the consultant and her as the hostess are going to work together. When you work together, you will get a lot more accomplished, and you're going to help her have. You're going to together. You're going to have fun. You're going to show her the experience, right, of Tupperware, and um you're going to get the things that are on her wish list, right? So, and to do that, do you got to work together for those things. But I always go into my party thinking, okay, I'm going to get $500. So going to the party thinking we're going to get $500 um in orders, right? And we're going to have at least two datings, because with $100 party datings, then she can get that extra hostess bonus, um, and one recruit. And that one recruit can be your hostess. And always to go in thinking that you want her on your team, right? So that could be your one recruit. And uh, also we have the 10. So there's a formula. All right. It is the 10-5-1 formula. So you want at least 10 people in your party. And so this is something that you're going to talk to your hostess about. We want at least 10 people, 10 guests, 10 buying guests in the party. And you want at least 5 orders before the party starts, or going into the party, because those 5 orders, not she knows more people, right, that are just on Facebook. Have her go outside of Facebook and get 5 orders outside, and one dating before the party starts, because then when you are in the party and you're doing the party, you'll get more, right? Because you're going to play the games where you're going to date more parties and help the hostess get that one more booking, so that she has at least 2 bookings, so she can get that extra hostess exclusive gift for having 2 datings. So go in the party and have her have at least 10, right? Have 5 orders and one dating before it all starts, and you're gonna have a really grand party, right? So we're gonna go to Jessica, and Jessica's going to talk to us a little bit, share some more
Hi,
tips.
everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's having a great night. So what I want to share with you all, it's really important to build that relationship too with your host, right? We want her to feel special. All right. So when she feels special, like your VIP, she's really going to get excited and really want to invite what? Her guests to the party, right? So if you have have a notepad and pen next to you or a sticky note, you may want to grab that. I'm not, oh, look, see, they're showing them to me. Yay. Yeah, right. I'm already taking notes too. So this is great. But I'm not going to give you like word choices. But tonight, I want to share tips on how you're going to make those connections and when to make those connections with your host before the party, during the party, and then after the party. Okay. Because, like I said, we want her to feel special. We want her to feel like she is your VIP. All right. And then when she feels that way, she's going to get excited and she's going to want to invite those guests to her party, right? So let's talk a little bit about how we're going to do this, okay? I did write some of them down, so I wouldn't forget to tell you guys I'm a visual person, so it's okay to do that. So before the party, all right? So, like Amy was already talking about, this could be a host that dated a party from a party, right? You may not even know a lot about her if she got her before the party, right? And maybe she's busy that night and couldn't join your Facebook Live. All right. So we want to get to know her a little bit. So you friended her on Facebook, like Amy said, right? So what do you think we should do? Maybe ask her a question, right? First, you want to talk to her for a little bit first, like, hey, how are you doing? Stuff like that. And then a question that I was thinking about is ask her what is she most excited about? All right. So I do this and I'm going to give you, it's like a B, C, D, E type format. So I send this to her in a private message, and this is what I ask her. All right, so write these down. I'm going to read them to you. All right. So I ask her, what are you most excited about? You could say, A, hanging out with your friends. We want to get to know her, right? Why does she have this Facebook party? All right. B, new recipes, right? C, kitchen tips. We all like those, right? D, maybe she just wants some free Tupperware, right? Or E, all the above. And you may have other ones you want to add in there. So if you have other ones that you would love to add, tell us in the chat. We would love to hear those, okay? Because we are always better together. All right. So if there's other ideas that you have, shoot them out there. I would love to hear them. All right. So you're going to start communicating with her right away. This is before the party starts. All right. So another thing that I do is when I'm host coaching her and I'm getting her party set up, I'm getting all that information from her before the party starts. And then when the time comes when she starts inviting her guest to your group, this is before you add her too. What I have her do is start reaching out to people. All right. And I have a list. I'm actually going to share my screen and show you guys what I do. I want her to start thinking about who she wants to invite. I'm looking at like 50 people, guys, and I wrote down categories for her because a lot of times they need a visual. Because if you say, hey, invite 50 people, what do you think they're going to do? Click, 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 right down their friends list. And they're going to be like, why is this person sending me another Facebook invite, right? They're going to ignore it. And then, sorry, I start talking, I get my frogs. So what happens? Facebook jail can happen, right? Facebook may not even show it in their notifications. I get that sometimes, right? So it's really important for her to privately message her guest. All right. They really need to do that either through texting or using Facebook Messenger. Hey, how about a phone call? Right? I don't know about that. But, anyways, I just thought I'd throw that in and make you guys laugh a little bit. So I'm going to share my screen, and this is kind of how I get her thinking. So let me go ahead. Let's see if I can do this for you guys. Can you guys see that? Okay, so I may have clicked out of it, and that's nothing new with me. Let me go on Facebook real quick. I always send, like I told you guys, I know a lot of you use your notes in your phone. I use Messenger. This is how I keep track of everything. So I just send stuff to myself. So here it is. So here's what I have her look for, right? Invite your friends who love Tupperware. Jot 5 names down, all right? Who love Facebook, are always on Facebook. You see them posting all the time, right? 5 names down. Love to shop. You always see them posting links, Amazon, or I'm looking for, I'm shopping with this company or that company. They love to shop. Write their names down. 5 of them, at least 5 in each one. Okay. Love to party. You see them hosting parties, right? But remember to host coacher though, and not spam all our friends. All right. And then they love you. They'll do anything for you, right? So 5 of them. All right. And what I do is give them a challenge. All right. And when they tell me, hey, I invited 5 people in each category, I invited maybe 10 in one and 3 in another, whatever, as long as they're making that connection and doing some of the host coaching, I reward them for everything. Okay. So a tiny treasure or whatever you have, or add to your order. We can talk about that later. So I'm going to stop my share. Okay. So we're still connecting before the party. All right. So then when she does that, I'm going to start working on my party, right? I'm starting to create it on Facebook. I'm getting it ready and I'm not inviting her yet. And I'm going to send her another message. All right. So I'm going to send her a link. I am going to share the link to her in Facebook Messenger. I have not invited her yet. I don't invite my host. I have her join the party. All right. Because I want her to see, okay, so this is kind of what I need to message my guests to. Okay. And I do give word choices. And like I said, we're not going to talk about that tonight, but I may give her some word choices. I share the link with her and I said, have them click this link and then have them join. All right. That way they're not spamming a bunch of different people. All right. So that's my first contact. Okay. That's the first way that I am connecting with my host. All right. This is all before the party. All right. So the next one is something Amy's going to go over at the end here. So you really want to stay on. I see there's 23 people on, so there better still be 23 people on when we're finished here. All right. I'm just kidding. But she's going to share with you a virtual party packet. All right. So this would be my next contact with her before adding her to the party. All right. And when she's going to go over that, it's going to have a wish list in it. It's going to have some fun things for her to do. So look at her. She's like, I'm ready. All right. So she's going to go over that next. So that would be my second time I'm reaching out to her. Okay. So now we're moving towards the party time, right? And I'm inviting her now. I mean, she's joined the group. Okay. She's inviting her guests. And then, so when I'm posting my pre-party post, before my live or before your video or your 30-minute party or however you do it, okay, for the main event. All right. Another thing that I do to keep her connecting with me is I tag her in every post. All right. And then sometimes when I might say, hey, do you know someone who may love to see the shredder that I'm sharing? She may say, hey, I'm doing this in Messenger. Okay. And she's like, oh yeah, my friend was talking about this. And I was like, oh, go tag her because I just posted it. Okay. So you're always connecting with her in Facebook Messenger or texting, however you prefer to do it. Okay. And then the other thing that Amy already touched on is you are talking to her still about outside orders. You will not believe, and I'm like, how many people still don't use Facebook. All right. And they're always asking me, well, how do I get my sister-in-law to order? She doesn't use Facebook. And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. We have a link. Or if you have a virtual business card, share it with them. Okay. So you're reaching out to them and asking her about her outside orders at this time too. Okay. And then today is party day. All right. So we're at the party now and what you're going to do. And I learned this from Lynn. If you have not got your recruiting, guys, I recommend getting your recruiting so you can join that group. You have until the end of March. But this tip is from her. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it would be fabulous. She talked about showcasing the host. Hello, right? Getting a picture of her, asking her for a picture. All right. And with Tupperware would even be more amazing. And just talk about her. And let me read what she said because I want to make sure I say it right because I haven't done it yet. So, so say for instance, meet Amy. She is excited because, and you're going to share the picture with that. All right. And who wants to be next? All right. Doesn't that sound fun? You're showcasing the host, right? We're using her picture with Tupperware. They want to see this, or she may be brave and you may be able to get her to do it. All right. That's even better. All right. So, You're connecting. This is day of the party. All right. So then you also want to, I recommend doing, okay. I've been doing, Amy and I've been doing Facebook parties for a very long time. And when you do your, or what I'm recommending, it's like when you do it, what I recommend doing is tagging your host in the group the day of your announcement for your live. Okay. And then what you can do, either she can tag them on that post, or what I recommend doing, this is what I recommend doing, is what I do is have her connect with all the people that she invited to the group or to the party in a private message or text. Because a lot of times they don't see notifications, or they may forget, or what Len said, right? Ask Alexa to remind me of the party tonight, right? So I thought that was great. So, and then you're just going to review with her where she's at with party sales, because you may have gotten some, pre-sales, pre-party sales, and also bookings. Okay. She kind of want to review that with her, so she kind of knows where she's at. All right. You see what's going on here? This relationship building, right? We haven't stopped. All right. And we don't stop either. But so then the last would be after the party. All right. So you're going to update her. Well, first of all, after the party, the big thing you're going to do is what? I'm sure you're going to tell me in the chat. What do you think you should do right after the party? Tell me in the chat. Love that. Yeah. You are going to thank the host, right? You're going to see how amazing she was, right? And you're going to just love her to death. All right. And you're going to compliment her and just tell her, thank you so much for hosting this party for me. I appreciate you. And ask her, what did you think? Right? Get her feedback. All right. So then you're also going to update her after the party, where her party sales are, as well as her datings. All right. And then I feel that Amy's going to tie in the wish list with this, and maybe following up with some of the party pack that she's going to share. All right. And then at the end, okay, of your party, it's very important. Okay. Not only you're going to private message your host and thank her, but you're going to thank your guest, right? So I recommend posting at the end of your party, saying a thank you post, thanking the guests for joining. All right. It could be a live. I do mine live so they can see my face, they can connect with me, but you could do a video or you could do a post, but it's really important to do that last thank you. All right. I hope that was helpful, guys. And now we're going to turn it over to Amy, and she's going to, let's see, we have a newbie. We have 24 now. Okay. So
Yeah.
perfect timing. So now you're going to see this amazing virtual host packet that Amy put together for you guys. All right.
So first of all, that was awesome. I mean, how many ahas? There should be lots of ahas for that, right? So, especially the whole Alexa thing. Everybody needs, or Siri, right? Have that, have that alarm going off. So, but anyway, all right. So I'm going to share my screen, with you all, and I gotta make this small, and we're going to present. All right. So this is my Hostess packet, the virtual Hostess packet. And so we're going to I have a little fun in here, right? And so we're doing a Hostess tic-tac-toe challenge. Now, and this one, it's thank you for hosting a party with me. In addition to all your host benefits, you also get these bonus gifts for each tic-tac-toe that you complete. And if they complete them all, then I will give them like a bigger gift. All right. And so, but the bigger gift would be just a piece of Tupperware or something small, maybe that's $8, $9, $10, and an item from the catalog, and I'll just add it onto her party. That way it can just ship straight to her, and I don't have to worry about the shipping on that. But for these little gifts, those can be the party favors, and those too you can add on to her order. So, and those are only 75 cents to add on those little party offers. And they're fun, right? And so you want her to complete this before or and during and after her party. So have at least 10 adult guests RSVP for the party. Have 10 our total party sales of at least 500 or more. That's an average party. Invite at least 40 people to your party. Have the $200 in paid orders before it starts. Talk to me about the Tupperware business. Bonus if you join my team. And so there too for the bonus, that could be up to you. You could give her maybe free shipping on her order or free tax or another added um, little thing like I really like the washcloth, so and it's $10, the microfiber cloth. So I usually add that. And now that our water bottle is back, the small water bottle. So that's also another gift that I would probably add, especially if and they choose the virtual kit, I would send them the water bottle. And if they choose the bigger kit, um, with all the products than I usually send. But this is also totally up to you what you want to do for this. All right. And also keep track of all of your gifts that you are sending out because those are write offs for your taxes. And then have 7 party orders placed during your party. Hold your party on your original date. Sometimes they switch the date, and well, if they hold it on the original date, then that's a mark for them. And then have at least 3 guests add a person to the party. Now, that person that they add does not have to be someone that they know. In fact, I suggest telling them have 3 guests add someone to the party who I don't know, because then that's more people that are out of the like a spider web, and you're going out with all your parties. Well, that's kind of like what it is. You're going out and you're reaching new people. All right. And then have at least one friend contact me, set a date for his or her own party before your party is held. So they don't have to have their party before the hostess party. They just have to set up the date before the party. So this is fun tic-tac-toe for them. And then I always let them know what is in it for them. They get the Tupper minis right now, and you will have to change this whenever like the data party gift changes. So keep that in mind for when you're handing these out, and it lets them know on where their party sales and half offs. And I would actually go over this with them as well. All right. And their wish list. These are the free things that they want, and then the half off items. Now, I would have them always give you at least 3, okay? Because you want them to work to that $1,000 party where they get 3 half off items. So always have them put in down here their 3 half off items. And then they can work towards getting those 3 half off items, right? They might work a little bit harder. And of course, you want to include the kit, the opportunity that Tupperware offers, which is the deluxe demo kit, the virtual kit, and this month, which this will also change from month to month. So you want to make sure that you change this in your virtual kit. So right now, it is the smooth chopper for just $15. This is such a great bonus. And I love this one just because I feel like, and Jessica and I talked about this, how it's clean and it's not doesn't it's not overwhelming by looking at it. And I include the sale flyers. So because the hostess does not get to use her hostess credit, her rewards on the sales. However, if she wants anything that is on these sale flyers, so I have both of them on here, then she can purchase these and they will add up on her hostess rewards to her hostess rewards, and they could help her earn even more. All right. So, and those are the 5. Whoops. Let's just stop sharing. Those are the 5 things that I recommend sending to your hosts for their party packets. And just send it in. I don't do emails a whole lot because a lot of people don't check. I don't check my emails all the time. And I know that if anyone sends me a new email, it actually goes to my junk mail. So I try to stay away from the email. And however you are communicating with your host is how you want to communicate these um these this packet. All right. So are if you do email, then email it. But if you are messaging through Messenger, then just send it to her in Messenger. Or if you do it on text message, then send it through text. So, but just stay, um, yeah, just keep doing it. Keep communicating the way that you started communicating. All right. So, any questions for us? Is there any chat, Jessica?
We have one. Will this be shared with the pics? Your virtual.
I can share. Yeah, we can share the pics in Champion. Yes, and yes, this recording will be shared.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else have questions? You're welcome. How about any ahas? Oh, wait, I have a hand. Christine.
I have a question. I have a question. How far out do you send that packet to your host? How from the time her party is back? How, like a week, or how soon do you send it to her?
Well, it depends on when you date the parties. So if you date the party today for next week, then I would send it today.
Okay.
If you dated the party today for maybe 2 weeks, then I would probably still send it today. So
Give her plenty of time to get orders.
yes, definitely.
Okay.
So Barb Clark said, great job. Christine said, great job or awesome job. And Terry said, sorry, I'm late. It's okay, Terry. It's all good. So anyone else have questions? No?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to say bye to our recording. You guys don't leave yet, though.
Bye.